Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Blackwell Epiphany. Alright, let's head to the Grace Church. See if we can get some more information about the Grace group. I'm sure this priest knows something that he is not telling us.
If the people who go to these churches worry about their souls so much, they should try dying sometime.
No, I can't argue with that. Let's go inside. Hello, Mr. Priest. Excuse me!
Remember me?
Yes, and would you please keep your voice...
No! I refuse! So, do you know a Michael?
Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
Oh! You know, I can count pretty high, so you know more than that? Maybe you just can't count very high.
I checked with the police. This number belongs to a phone in this church. A man I'm looking for made a phone call from this number. His name is Michael. It's very important that I find him.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
I think you're lying.
Are you
Quite positive.
Oops, shoot.
Are you sure you don't know anybody named Michael who made a call from this church?
Quite positive.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not... So there's this woman that might have died in a penthouse apartment.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
I'm looking for information on the Grace group.
Grace group?
They used to meet here, in the basement. Some kind of self-help group?
There are hundreds of so-called Grace groups, and they all have meetings in the basement. You will have to be a bit more specific than that.
Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
Alright, Ah, the telephone.
The telephone that uses this number, where is it?
Why would you need to know that?
Michael used the phone. Maybe he left a clue behind when he did.
And he could have used any one of a dozen offices in our administration wing.
Really? Over a dozen?
Yes. So, if you want to locate Michael Cooper, you'll have to find another way.
Michael Cooper. Cooper?
Wait, Cooper?
Pardon?
You said Michael Cooper.
Isn't that the gentleman you're looking for?
No, I just said his name was Michael.
So you did. Slip of the tongue. My apologies. It is quite late and I'm tired.
Oh, I think you do, in fact, know more than you're telling me. Who is Michael
You need to tell
Cooper?
me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
You need to tell
Yeah.
me who Michael...
I told...
That tactic ain't working, sweetheart. You need to come at this some other way.
Ah.
So you don't know anyone named Michael Cooper?
No, I don't.
And yet you mentioned that name.
Are you sure you don't know anybody named...
Quite possible.
I'm looking for...
Grace group.
They used to meet here.
There are hundreds of... You will have to be...
Well, thanks.
Stay...
Alright, well, at least we have a name so we can have Corey trace him. Guess we'll go take a look. Police station. Oh, Corey, I have another name for you to look at.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
I'd like you to trace a name for me.
Do you have a record of a Michael Cooper in your system?
Let's check.
Probably a lot.
Sorry, it's too common a name. You'll have to give me specifics.
Damn it.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Well. Michael Cooper.
Huh. So Michael Cooper was a priest.
I like how
Interesting.
it's too general for Corey, but we only get one result when we do a search. So, New York Theological Seminary alumni. Michael Cooper attended 1992 to 1996, currently based at unknown. Gabriel Ullman. That was the priest's name. Attended 1989 to 1993. So they overlapped by 2 years. I think they do know something. I do think they know each
Officer
other.
Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Don't give me that. Whoever Michael is, he appears to know a lot
Do you have a record of a Michael Cooper in your system? He's a priest.
There we go.
Let's check. Sorry, whoever he is, there's no file on him.
Okay. Guess we don't have any information from Sam.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Why can't we call Corey? Alright, back to the church. Open the doors and see all the see no people. Kind of botched that run. Coming out. Alright, Father Ullman.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I know
Cooper.
about Michael
He's
Cooper.
a priest too, isn't he?
So?
So, it's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say?
Stop
Please
lying
stop
to me.
lying to me.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are.
You're not telling me the whole truth either, are you?
I made a promise.
Don't care.
He came to me scared, begging me to protect him, to give him sanctuary.
He didn't ask
He
for
was
protection against
ranting.
us.
I should have turned him away, but we roomed together at the seminary. We were close friends once. What could I do?
You can take me to him.
He's raving. He's mad. He says he's in a battle for his very soul. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is.
He's in the school.
I like how you take our
closed
word
for
for
winter
it.
break, so it seemed like a good a place as any to hide him. Here's a key. The entrance is around the corner. Please, do whatever you must. Just don't come back here.
Well, that's rude.
Don't
You're
worry.
gonna turn people away from the church?
So, thrown out of a church.
Sweet!
I suppose with our record, it was only a matter of time.
Awesome.
The entrance to the school is around the block. Let's go.
I think I can safely say that I would not throw her out. Alright, Grace School. Walk
No
sign.
need to pay attention to that. There aren't any cars out tonight.
And yet the roads look awfully clear.
It's the front door. Pretty solid.
Pretty solid, but it looks unlocked. Things like traffic lights stopped having any meaning around the time I died. I can't touch it.
I'd better not mess with that.
Wait, didn't Father Ullman say he gave us the key? Why is the door unlocked now? Maybe Joey just can't tell.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Hey, buddy!
He makes me lie down in green pastures.
I think he's reciting the
Beside the
Psalm
still
of David.
waters, he
From the
restores
books
my
I've
soul.
read, it's supposed to guard
He
against
leads
evil.
me in the paths of righteousness for his name's
Praying
sake.
like his life depends
And
on
though
it.
I walk through
I
the
suppose
valley
from
of the
his point of
shadow
view
of
it
death,
does.
I
Yeah.
will fear no evil, for thou
say
art
that.
with me. Thy rod
There's
and thy
exit,
staff, they
I can
stairs.
only assume it goes
You
upstairs.
prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You!
Michael,
Stay back, Bestower.
Hello?
I've got a gun.
just a
What?
second.
I said stay back.
Why do you want to shoot me? I'm here to help.
Please, I'm here to help.
Help. Oh, I wish that was true. How much help did you give George or Leah?
It's not
or
my
the
fault.
others?
I couldn't help them, but I can still help
Couldn't
you.
save them, but I want to try and save you, if I can.
Try and save me?
Yeah?
You were supposed to be the expert. That was the whole plan.
Plan?
Yes. Our
Well, you never
brilliant
spoke with me
plan.
about this.
We get the bestower to escort our souls to the next world. Protect us from this force that is after us. Instead, you let us be destroyed.
You think I wanted this to
You
happen?
think I wanted this to happen? People dying, souls torn apart? You think I want this?
Of course not. It's just... Well, look at what we've been reduced to.
I'm sorry. Whatever is going on, it's new. I've never seen anything like it before.
I see. And what about him?
Huh?
Your friend. The man behind you. He hasn't said a word since you walked in here.
Me? Do you mean me?
Yes, you. Don't look so
You can
surprised.
see Joey?
How else could I have known who you were? Now get out of
Oh, that's a
here.
fair point.
You've been nothing but trouble ever since George went to look for you.
Hey, it's not my fault. Flying shoot? I'm so sick of guns.
So sick of guns.
Yeah, well, I'm sick of all this.
Temper, my host.
What?
That voice. It can't be.
I told you to stay in the other room.
Yes, my host, I know. But I had to intervene. These two know me. If I may...
Fine. Fine. Just make it quick. I'm losing concentration.
Malone, Blackwell, what a pleasant surprise to see you both again.
Yeah, surprise is the word. What the
Indeed.
hell are you doing here?
Is it not obvious? You freed me, Malone, brought me back into this world, and as befits all of our kind, I had a host waiting for me, and so I have returned to my former duties.
Look, as much as I am touched by this reunion, I need to focus.
Perhaps we should all converse outside.
Fine.
Okay.
Outside. Just leave me in peace.
Thank you, my host.
You're gonna have to teach me how to do this. Didn't even use the door. That was Madeline.
That was Madeline.
You know her? That saves time, I guess. Look, maintaining this circle leaves me a bit cranky. Sorry. If you can help, great. If not, well, I've made my peace with it. Just go talk to her. She's outside. I need to concentrate.
Okay.
You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness.
Madeline.
So,
Last
Madeline.
time we met, she helped me out of the void. I suppose I owe her one.
I suppose so.
Madeline. She's been a spirit guide for, well, ever. I'm sure she's got a lot to teach us. Once this is all over, anyway.
Blackwell, Malone, it's been a long time since we've been able to converse.
I suppose so. Where have you
It's
been?
been almost 6 months since Joey freed you. How come we're only seeing you now?
I admit the transition hasn't been pleasant. I have had 3 hosts since returning to this world.
Good lord.
The first was an old man on the edge of death. He lingered for 6 weeks before finally succumbing to the inevitable.
Oh.
When the old man passed, I became bound to his niece for a time. She ran every time she saw me. I tried to keep my distance, give her time to adjust, but in the end, she fell down the stairs in an attempt to flee. The poor woman died, and I was passed to her brother.
That's a little disconcerting. Why are these ghosts being attacked?
Do you know what's going on? Why are these souls being attacked?
I do not know. I wish I did. Like you, we saw it happen. We saw a soul being torn apart and could do nothing.
Have you
I'm
ever seen
afraid
that
my
before?
host became a little unreasonable.
Makes
after that.
perfect sense. Why was George looking
Why
for
was
us?
George looking for me?
We needed a bestower. A proper bestower. My host and I were not up to the task.
Eh?
It might be due to my time in the void. It might be because my host's soul has been marked by whatever is out there. But in any case, our abilities are limited. We cannot even help lost souls move on as you do. We can see them and talk to them, but that is all. Hence why we needed you.
Lucky us.
Well, at least I'm glad you recognize us as proper bestowers. So what can we do?
What can we do? We don't even know what's going on.
Our theory was that you could help move these poor souls into the next world before they were destroyed. But it appears that it did not achieve the desired result.
You could say that, yeah.
You must investigate. My host and
That's what
I are
we've been
restricted,
doing.
but you two are not. If anyone can help uncover why these poor spirits are being attacked and stop it, it is you.
Well, I'm glad you recognize our abilities. Call me
You
Roseanne.
should really call me Rosangela.
Forgive me. When you are as old as I am, all the names blur together. So I tend to address those I speak to by their family name. It is just easier that way, and less painful. I'm afraid it is a habit that is difficult to break.
If you say so. How are you doing?
How'd you like being on the outside, as it were? I imagine it's better than being trapped wherever you were.
I had thought, I had hoped, that I would pass on, that being brought back to the mortal world would force me to obey mortal laws. Instead, No, it is not to be. I have returned to my former duties, therefore I must have further work to do. But yes, it is nicer than being trapped in the void. Did I ever thank you, Malone?
No, I don't think so.
As such, no.
Well, I must rectify that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Alright, let's look at our notes. Grace
Do
Group.
you know anything about this Grace group?
I know that it meant a great deal to my host, as well as his friends. Whatever happened at those meetings, it greatly improved their lives. But obviously, it came at a cost.
Yeah, apparently so. What can you tell us about Michael
what can
Cooper?
you tell me about Father Michael?
Cooper is my host. We have not had the time to get to know each other better.
Is he always this ornery?
Do have some pity for him.
Nope.
He has lost his uncle, his sister, and several of his friends. He has
Excuses,
been forced to accept
excuses.
The spirit world and the possible loss of his own soul, all within the span of a few weeks. If anyone
It's
deserves
really just
an
excuses.
understanding, it is he.
Oh, alright, fine, be that way.
Do you know a place called the Carth House?
I'm afraid I do not.
Oh, wow. It's actually something different.
There's a ghost haunting the empty apartment across from George Austin.
I see. Well, you know your duty. Go and save it.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been trying to do. Why does Michael push you
Why
around?
do you let Father Michael push you around like that?
It is what my host wishes.
So?
Simply that. I must do what my host commands.
Ah, right, seriously. What's
What's
the
the
story?
story?
No story, Malone. If my host wishes me to leave him alone, I leave him alone.
That actually works.
Of course. It is my duty to do so.
So, Joey, could...
No.
Of course, some of us take our duties more seriously than others.
Love that. That's great.
Well,
Okay.
I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Alright, Joey,
Got
let's
it.
talk for a second.
What's going on?
I always used to wonder what it would be like to go to this school.
Really?
I never thought it would take this.
Well, I suppose it's not Catholic, so there wouldn't be nuns slapping you with rulers and stuff like that.
Can we talk?
Yes?
This place was around even in my day. You ever go here?
No, it's one of the more expensive private schools in the city. Not really an option for a foster kid like me.
Right.
Fair point. Alright, well, let's go back and talk to Michael. See if we can get some information about the Grace group out of him.
Lord is my shepherd.
But
shall not
I think we'll
want.
do that in the next
He makes me lie
episode.
down in green pastures.
This will be a little bit short, but I imagine that we're going to have a lot to talk to him about. So we'll see you then.